In the peaceful countryside of Japan, every new day begins with nature's finest gift. These carefully cultivated orchards produce the fruit that inspires the unmistakable flavor of one of Japan's most beloved traditional sweets. Every cherry is allowed to ripen naturally, developing the rich color and delicate sweetness that make this traditional confection so memorable. Before harvesting begins, experienced workers carefully prepare for another day, knowing that every basket only perfectly ripened cherries are selected. Careful hand harvesting protects the fruit and preserves the quality needed for the next stage of production.
Was part the boning. Within just a few hours, the harvest baskets are filled with carefully selected cherries. Every piece is handled with care.
Before leaving the orchard, the cherries are gently cleaned and prepared for their journey to the confectionery factory. With the harvest complete, the fresh cherries begin the next stage of their journey, heading to the factory where traditional craftsmanship meets modern technology. Freshly harvested cherries are brought to the inspection area, where every basket is prepared for the next stage of careful quality control. Every cherry is inspected by hand. Only the highest quality fruit is selected to maintain consistent flavor and appearance. Each batch is carefully weighed to ensure consistent production and precise ingredient control. After inspection, the selected cherries are carefully packed to preserve their freshness during transportation. Before leaving the orchard, the freshly packed cherries are temporarily stored in a temperature-controlled area to maintain peak quality. Each crate is carefully sealed and labeled, ensuring complete traceability and maximum freshness throughout the journey. Once prepared, the harvest is carefully transferred for loading. Every movement is controlled to protect the delicate fruit. The cherries are loaded into a temperature-controlled truck, preserving their quality from the orchard to the factory. Doris. Leaving the quiet orchards behind, the carefully harvested cherries begin the next chapter of their journey, where traditional craftsmanship. After a carefully controlled journey, the fresh ingredients arrive at the confectionery factory, where every production step follows strict quality standards. Every delivery begins with a carefully controlled unloading process to protect ingredient quality and ensure complete traceability. Every shipment is digitally recorded, allowing each batch to be tracked from the orchard all the way to the finished product. Before production begins, every team member follows strict hygiene procedures to maintain the highest food safety standards. Every batch begins with carefully measured ingredients, stored under controlled conditions to preserve their quality and consistency. Once approved, the ingredients are delivered directly to the production line, where the manufacturing process is about to begin.
Every ingredient is measured with precision. Even the smallest variation can affect the texture of the final candy.
With every ingredient prepared and every machine inspected, the factory is finally ready to begin transforming simple ingredients into Cherry Mochi.
With every system checked and every ingredient prepared, the production process officially begins.
Premium glutinous rice flour forms the foundation of Cherry Mochi, giving the candy its signature soft and chewy texture. Purified water is added with precision, allowing the flour to gradually transform into a smooth, uniform mixture. Powerful mixing paddles work continuously, creating the smooth, elastic dough that defines authentic mochi. Once the dough reaches the perfect consistency, it is transferred to the next stage for controlled cooking.
The freshly prepared mochi dough is carefully transferred into a massive steam kettle, where the cooking process begins under precisely controlled conditions.
Powerful industrial paddles gently knead the dough, creating the smooth, elastic texture that makes Cherry Mochi so distinctive. At the perfect moment, carefully measured sugar is added to create the familiar sweetness of Cherry Mochi. Cherry syrup is added carefully, bringing the signature fruity aroma and smooth, glossy texture to the mixture. Finally, the characteristic cherry color is blended evenly throughout the batch, completing the transformation before the next stage of production. After careful cooking, the warm mochi is transferred onto a cooling surface, preparing it for the shaping process. The large batch is divided into smaller portions, ensuring a smooth and continuous production flow. Precision rollers flatten the dough into a uniform sheet, creating the perfect thickness for cutting. Sharp, rotating blades cut the soft mochi into long, even strips with remarkable precision. A second cutting stage transforms the strips into the familiar bite-sized pieces that will soon become cherry red mochi. The pieces are separated into multiple lanes, allowing every piece to move smoothly through quality inspection. A rotating drum gently rounds every edge, giving each piece its smooth and familiar appearance. Now perfectly shaped, the cherry mochi is ready for the final stage, careful packaging before reaching customers across Japan. After shaping, every piece moves toward the packaging line, where speed and precision work together. A rotating brush carefully guides every piece into position, preparing it for automatic filling. Each candy is placed into its individual cup with remarkable precision. A wooden toothpick is automatically added, completing the iconic presentation of cherry mochi. The containers are securely sealed and marked, preserving freshness until they reach customers.
Seal on this one is weak. Toss it, keep the line moving.
From the production line to the warehouse, every package is handled with the same care given from the very beginning.
From carefully selected ingredients to precise craftsmanship, every piece of cherry mochi carries a tradition of quality